thing I made sure that I did, that most of my friends didn't like them, but now they get it. So they had a perfect relationship with their dad. I allowed that.
Oh, from time.
I allowed that.
Was he in their lives?
I made sure he was in their life.
This is Iyabo talking about the dad, that is her ex, the dad of her children. Like, you know, after the wedding, the traditional wedding of Priscilla Ojo, people were comparing Polo, that is their stepfather, with their biological father. You know, they were saying the connection with their stepfather is more rough that of their biological father. You know, netizens, they must definitely talk. So before we dive into the full gist of today, please do subscribe to my channel if you're a new viewer. God bless you and thank you so much. So this was the video when Polo was coming into the hall. You know, he has been in the hall anyways, but this was when and actress Iyabojo, you know, brought him out to greet the guests, the special guests that were around, and also the husband, you know, of Priscilla, the son, and all that. So when people saw this video, you know, they were saying that the connection Polo had with the children was so close that, you know, the children were so happy seeing him in the event. Like, wow. So what I would like to say, no matter what, if you are no longer with your wife, your ex, always be in your children's life. You can see how the husband is even hugging Mr. Polo. So this was when their biological dad was dancing with you know, the son. You can see people are complaining, allegedly. Everything I'm saying here is allegedly. You know, they were complaining that the chemistry wasn't there, and this was when Polo and the son, you know, the stepfather Polo, you can see how he's just hugging him, and you know, so that is as they must talk for Africa. So this was when Priscilla was dancing with the dad. You can see, so there is nothing, I didn't see anything anyways, but people definitely, they must pick one or two. So what I would like to say here is that if you are no longer with your wife or your husband, you know, most especially fathers, always be in the life of your children. Like, yeah, always be in the life of your children, so that in the day that they want to get married, you'll be honored. You know, you will be honored, of which I will give Iyabojo kudos for that, because she really talked about it when she was no longer with the husband. She gave him access to the children. You know, she didn't deprive him access. He gave him full access to the children. I'm still going to play the video for you guys to watch, but before that, let's just see, analyze it. So that is just it. Like, yeah, that is just it. You know, when Priscilla did the intro at Tanzania, you know, people were complaining that the dad was not there, yada yada yada. You were saying so many things. So when this traditional marriage came, we were so happy. You know, people were so happy seeing the dad, but later on they started saying they are not seeing so much chemistry between the children and the dad. That was what netizens were picking out. But like I said, there's nothing wrong. You know, he's here and he's feeling the vibe, and everybody is just cooperating, flowing with what is happening at the event. All occasions, like, this is the tradition. Father and daughter must dance. Like, yeah, mother and son, if it's a son that is getting married, they must dance. Parents must dance with their children. So that is that. Like, yeah, that is that. So that being said, let's quickly dive into the video when Iyabojo talked about, you know, allowing the father to be in the life of her children.
So
Let's get
when
into
I got
it.
pregnant, I wasn't ready because, like I said, I was trying to get my papers to go back to school. I was very sad that I got an admission into Unilag and I couldn't go to study law. But my baby dad was like, I should leave it. I could still go back to school. Blah 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 blah. So I gave him a condition. If I'm going to have to leave this baby, then I must get married, because I didn't want the life my parents lived. I wanted to have my home, settle down, marry, have my children. I actually wanted 4 kids, because I love children.
Actually, till now?
No, till now, no.
Okay.
But then I wanted 4 children. Maybe that's why I adopted a lot of kids.
I know.
And we got married, and then wedding nights, everything just started changing. I was like, oh God, this is not what I planned. This is not my meals and bones. But got married. I went back to the Jesus baby life, and I was just like holding on to God, thinking that everything was going to be fine, and when things didn't go the way I wanted,
What do you think you could have done better if it's now?
Because I think then I was even more patient. Now I don't think I have the patience. Then I was much younger. Then I had to manage. Then I had to tolerate. But that was good because that brought Priscilla. Right? So if I didn't do that then, but now I don't think I have the tolerance. So I think then was even better than now. One thing I made sure that I did, that most of my friends didn't like them, but now they get it. So they had a perfect relationship with their dad. I allowed that.
Oh, from time?
From time. I allowed that.
Was he in their lives?
I made sure he was in their life. Total 100% access. When he was in Nigeria, he had the right to come into my home anytime, pick the children out, take them for holidays, do whatever it was.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. I'm a disciplinarian.
I know.
So we all have heard from Iyabo, the actress Iyabo, like, she said everything that really happened, how she lost her marriage due to one thing or the other. But regardless, she still allowed, the father to be in the life of her children. Unlike some people, once they are having issues like that, most especially the women, when the children are with them. But it's vice versa anyway. When the children are with them, either the husband or the wife, they will use that against each other to, fight themselves, of which is not nice, not at all. That is not maturity. Some of them, even at the stage of getting married, they don't even regard, either the mother or the father, coming in the life of the children, of which is very, very, very wrong. Of which is very, very wrong. When you're having differences with your spouse, your children should stay out of it. Yes, because they are neutral. Yeah, they are neutral, so you don't drag them into it. So that being said, let's quickly dive into the comment section to see fans' reactions, calling out, comparing the stepfather with their biological father, in the event. Let's get into it. Polo is a good man to them. Next comment. I think he just set his eye on Polo at the event. That was why he was hugging him like that. And secondly, Polo is a very good man to them. Next comment. I can see everybody what Oga Polo as the father of the day, I swear. When Oga entered, that was when joy was rolling on everyone's face. Stepfather carry 100% love. Next comment. This man must be a good father to Iyabo's children. It's better marry a man that will love you and your children. Iyabo has not married him. They are just hey. Allegedly. Oh my God. So these are the comments we can take for now. You can see what people are saying. No negative comment. Everybody, so many comments, but I just said I should pause here. Everybody are giving positive comments, saying that Polo is a good father to them. Even though they are not married, but the cooperation is there because Iyabo has already granted interview that they don't want to get married, but they just want to be together. That is she and Polo, and they understand themselves. So that being said, right now we've come to the end of this video. What are your take? What are your contributions? You can drop yours in the comment section, and don't forget to wish Priscilla Ojo and Juma Jukes a happy marriage life. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe. God bless you. Bye.